Dr. Miles Monroe once said, the greatest tragedy in life is not death, but life without a purpose. When purpose is not known, abuse is unavoidable. This is the Purpose Global. Let me help you discover, manifest, and maximize your purpose in God.
Hello world, hello beautiful people. Welcome to the Purpose Global, where we believe in living a supernatural, purpose-driven life. Living a supernatural, purpose-driven life. And on your screen is your coach, Mr. Peter Chushika-Songo. And today I'm bringing to you a very, very important topic. Very important, very exciting topic titled Understanding Your Purpose in God. Understanding your purpose in God. Without wasting much of your time, let's dive in. Ephesians chapter 2 verses 10 talks about, for we are God's workmanship, created or recreated to do good works. So in other words, the Bible is saying, for we are God's handiwork. Okay, there is a video where I was talking about predestined and predestination. I will not explain about that, but you can watch that. You can look for that video. I released it. For we are God's handiwork. So in other words, God is our manufacturer. For we are God's articraft. Okay, we were fashioned and we were created by God. So for us to understand our purpose, we need to understand the source of our purpose. Okay, so just like any other product in the world, if we look at vehicles, we look at electric cars, we know the brand. If we look at phones, there is different brands, iPhone, Samsung. Okay, so to every brand, okay, to everything, there is a particular brand. So this also comes to us as human beings. God is our manufacturer. Okay, He created us for a purpose, because the Bible is already saying that we were created for good works. Okay, Jeremiah 1 verse 5, He knew us before we were formed in our mother's womb. Okay, He had a purpose. God has a purpose and a plan for us. God is our manufacturer. Just like any other product that is manufactured by a company. Okay, we have got your favorite label, your favorite cloth, your favorite shoe. Okay, is manufactured by a label. We have also been created by God. That's what Ephesians 2 verse 10 talks about. So we come from a company, from a manufacturing company that I'm going to label as God. So to every human being today that is on earth, they have a label titled God, because God is our manufacturer. So now I want you to understand and to follow me very closely. Why? Because the source of our purpose is in God. Okay, so God creates a product for a particular purpose. So before the creation of a product, okay, before a creation of a product, there must be a design. Okay, there must be a purpose of that particular product. Let me give you an example. What is this? This is a cup. All right, this is a cup. We use this cup for drinking, of course. All right, what is this? You can see it. I don't know if you can see it. This is a wristwatch. Okay, it's fashioned in a way that you can wear it and check your time. So this is a cup. All right, before the manufacturer created this cup, all right, he had the whole purpose in their mind. They thought, okay, we have to create a product that we can use to to drink water, or to drink tea, or to drink coffee. So they created it in such a way that it has a handle and it has where you can put in the liquid or you can put in the water. Okay, so its design, its purpose, the purpose of this cup dictates its design. Okay, so in other words, before God created you, you're like a cup. Before God created you, okay, there was purpose. All right, so it is that purpose that He had that dictated your design, that influenced your design. So we call this a cup because of the purpose that it serves. So if we're not drinking from this cup, then it's not serving its purpose. Now, same applies with you. So God is your manufacturer. He created you. He fashioned you for a purpose. Just like a fish is meant to swim in the water. If you remove a fish from the water, it dies. Okay, a bird is meant to fly. If a bird is not flying, then it's not showing its glory. All right, it's like you create a vehicle. If you create a vehicle, you put it and it's not moving on the road, then it's not fulfilling its purpose. All right, just like a phone that has been created by a certain manufacturer. Okay, if they don't see that that phone being used for communication or being used for its purpose, then it's not serving its purpose. So same applies with man. Human beings were created, they were manufactured for a purpose. So let me give you an example. I am the product. Okay, I've been created by God, God, okay, to come into the world, okay, to help people discover, manifest, and maximize their purpose in God. Okay, I direct people to their supernatural calling, to their essence of their existence. All right, that's how I've been created. So I am a speaker. I can speak. So when it comes to my mouth, God has given me the ability to speak. All right, God has given me, not everybody can sit in front of a camera and explain the way you can explain. God has given me a beautiful smile. When you meet me, I smile. I give courage to people. I give them good energy for them to understand that they've got value and they've got purpose. When you come around me, I'm so social. I'm interactive, and everything around me, okay, everything about me has been designed in such a way that I can fulfill my purpose. So it is my purpose that dictated my design. Okay, you understand what I'm trying to say? So, in other words, for you to understand your purpose, you need to firstly understand that you were manufactured by God. So, your purpose should be aligned with God. Your purpose is not discovered outside God, because God gave you that purpose before you were created. In the previous episodes, we begin to realize that your purpose existed before your formation. So, you can only discover your purpose in God. Okay, you can only discover your purpose when you get to ask the manufacturer to say, what is my purpose? Okay, that's how you get to discover your purpose. Okay, then you also discover your purpose by understanding the product. You just saw this. By seeing this, you knew it was a cup. Why? Because of its design, because of how it is created, because of how, you put in water, it has a handle, you know that it's a cup. Okay, just by looking at the hat I'm putting on, you know that it's a hat just by its design. You understand? So for you to discover your purpose, for you to understand your purpose, firstly, I said you must be connected to the manufacturer. That's the reason why if you're not born again, you've not given your life to Jesus Christ, then the subject of purpose is invalid. If God is not in the equation, then you cannot walk in your purpose. Secondly, you need to look at your design. Okay? Look at yourself. Okay? What is it that God, how has God fashioned you? What is it that God has placed on you? Okay? That suggests your purpose. All right, let's just look at yourself. Take a close look at yourself. I can't go a day without encouraging somebody. It's very rare. Every day I need to make sure I put a smile on somebody. I encourage somebody. That's just my personality. I'm a PR person. Okay, God has made me like that. Why? Because of my purpose. Okay, so list down the things. Be very, very honest with yourself. List down the things. They are just things that flow out of you naturally. Okay, they're just things, when you describe yourself, who are you? Ask yourself this question: who am I? Okay, describe yourself. What is it? What are some of the features? But probably even the mouth that I have. God gave me a big mouth so that I can be talking. I'm just kidding. All right, God, everything about me, from my legs, God does not make a mistake. Your design, from the way you are, it can be your outward appearance, your nature, your personality, everything about you has been designed for a particular purpose. Okay, so list down your design. Go and describe yourself. Okay, just like a cup has a handle, a cup has got where to put water. Go home, design. Okay, go home and describe yourself. Okay, who is Peter? Who is Sarah? Sarah is tall. Sarah talks. Sarah likes doing this. Sarah does this. Sarah does that. A day cannot go without it. So when you look at your description and you look at your design, it's going to point you to your purpose. Very simple. The issue of purpose, the subject of purpose, is not very complicated. It's not a complicated topic. No. So number one, your purpose is found in your manufacturer, who is the source of your purpose. Number two, your purpose can be dictated. Okay, your purpose can be known by your design, by looking at your design, intently at your design. Thirdly, okay, purpose is not selfish. Purpose is not about you. If you look at all the people in the Bible, the whole of them, Hebrews chapter 11, look at Abraham, look at all the guys, Moses, look at all those people. They were called to solve a particular problem. Like I said, purpose is the original intent of your existence, a supernatural calling given to you by God to impact humanity. Okay, so when God creates you with those giftings, when God creates you with that purpose, it is not for you, it is for the people. Okay, That's why Jesus Christ says, if you want to be great, serve. Okay? Even Jesus Christ, for God so loved the world that he sent his only son, that whoever believes in him should not perish. It's about people should not perish. Okay, if you look at Joshua, he was leading the people of what? Israel to the what? To the promised land. If you look at Moses, purpose. Okay, if you look, purpose is about people. So if you want to understand your purpose, then understand who is it that God has called you to serve. What is the burden that is in your heart? Okay, what burden has God put in your heart? Okay, when it comes to service, okay, who are those people? I personally know I am called for a particular people. I am called for particular people who do not know their purpose. I'm called for to make people unlock their purpose. I'm called to help people manifest their purpose. I'm called to make people maximize their purpose. Okay, that is the burden that God has placed upon my heart. So everything about me, purpose is about people. It's not about you. Okay, so it's God's dream. It's God's desire to impact humanity through you. So when you are walking in purpose, you're actually fulfilling God's dream. Okay, so look at the people that you are called to serve. Very, very important. So when you identify in a day, who are you called to serve? What do you do? Okay, which industry are you in? It's in the banking industry. You like bringing honesty. Probably you don't like it when people are stealing money. Probably you don't like it when there's bad governance and leadership. Probably don't like it when you see that people in the community are suffering. That burden that you have will point you to your purpose. It will point you to your purpose. So 3 things that I've shared with you. Number 1, your purpose is discovered in God. Get connected with the Word of God. Understand the manual guide. What does the manual guide say? What does God say about the product? Okay. Understand, God is the source of your purpose. He is your manufacturer. So you have to understand that you're going to discover your purpose only when you're connected to God. Number 2, look at your design. What is your design? What do you look like? Okay, look at your hearts. Look at the cup. We'll give an example of a cup. Look at its design. Okay, just the design, it will point you to its purpose. Okay, it doesn't take you a lot of time for you to know that this is a cup. It doesn't take you a lot of time for you to know that this is a wristwatch. It doesn't take you a lot of time for you to know that this is a crossbelt, this is a tie. Why? Because of its design, you will notice that this is a tie. Okay, so a design of something should point you to its purpose. Thirdly, the burden of service. Who has God called you to serve? Okay, who has God called you to serve? Understand the people that God has called you to serve. When you know the people that God has called you to serve, then you will know your purpose. They're just people who don't like it when they hear about child abuse. They're just people that don't like it when you hear about persons with disability being humiliated and their rights and all that stuff. So understand your purpose, because your power and value lies in that purpose. Now imagine if this cup, we're not using it for drinking, we are throwing trash in it, then it's useless. It's not serving its purpose. It's not glorifying the manufacturer's plan. Okay, so same applies with you. If you're not working in your purpose, if you're not fulfilling what God has designed you to become, then you're as good as useless. Okay, other people have been manipulated. Let's take, for instance, a chair is created for us to sit on it. This couch, I'm sitting on it. So if we put books on it, that's okay. It will hold the books, but we cannot measure its efficiency by the books that we put on it. No, we can only measure the efficiency of this couch by how many people have sat on it, especially that have actually sat on this chair. So it's serving its purpose. So right here, I'm in this video, I am talking to you, and I'm serving my purpose. Quite interesting. So make sure you discover your purpose. So if you don't understand your purpose, there's more things that I can help you. We move together stage by stage. I'm a coach, though I don't do it for free. I'm offering this high value content just for free to you. But if you want me to become your coach to help you discover, manifest, and maximize your purpose, purpose is a very important subject. Okay, if you've paid for your children to go to school, acquire education, you've paid for your children to go to school and do whatever, you've invested money in different things, invest money in purpose. Invest money in making sure that you discover, manifest, and maximize your purpose. So please feel free and contact us on The Purpose Global, and we'll be ready to serve you. So when it comes to your purpose, look at Abraham. Abraham came to solve a problem. Okay, he became a father of descendants. Okay, look at Noah. Noah was also solving a problem. He was told to build an ark. Okay, if you look at Jesus, he came to serve the world. For God so loved the world that he sent his only son. Okay, so God also loved this world that he sent to you to come and serve a particular purpose. Okay, so manifest God's love to the world by walking in your purpose. So contact us and let's get talking. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you.
Dr. Miles Monroe once said, the greatest tragedy in life is not death, but life without a purpose. When purpose is not known, abuse is unavoidable. This is the Purpose Global. Let me help you discover, manifest, and maximize your purpose in God.